Number 2, I influence them with patriotism, guiding them to love the country, love the party and our leaders, and fight back strongly against those independence and democracy activists in Hong Kong. His organization directed cyber and physical attacks on independence movement leaders. We sent some students to join the student association and they pretended to support Hong Kong independence, Mr. Wang said. They found out information about those pro-independence activists and made public all their personal data, their parents and family members. He said he personally helped to organize the infamous kidnapping to the mainland of Causeway Bay Bookshop owner Li Bo. Mr. Wang says one of the aims of his intelligence work and the targeting of dissidents was to spread fear, to make all troublemakers in Hong Kong terrified. A spokesman for CIIL said Mr. Shang did not want to answer questions from The Age, The Herald and 60 Minutes over the phone, because he had never spoken to the journalists who were calling, and when questions were emailed to Mr. Shang, the spokesman said Mr. Shang would not answer because he could not verify that the email was not sent covertly by the Australian government in order to obtain intelligence. After the story was initially published, an email response from a man called Edison Lee said, "Anyone with a little common sense will know that these problems are ridiculous and untrue, and the accuser very likely did this for economic purposes. We will refer the matter to the lawyer." Infiltrating the media, Mr. Wang claimed his organization had infiltrated Hong Kong media outlets, financing some and planting operatives in others. A senior manager at a major Asian television network is a current military cadre with a division commander rank, said Wang. He was the one responsible for organizing the agents to kidnap and persecute Hong Kong democracy activists, he said. In Taiwan, Mr. Wang said his intelligence operation was in contact with media executives in order to influence Taiwan's political system as part of a systemic election meddling campaign being waged by Beijing to topple candidates, including President Tsai Ing-wen, considered hostile. He said his operation had backed presidential candidate Han Kuo-yu. Mr. Wang said he was responsible for coordinating a cyber army to shift political opinion, similar to Russia's cyber interference operations in the U.S. elections. Our work on Taiwan was the most important work of ours. The infiltration into media, temples and grassroots organizations, said Wang. Mr. Wang said his operation successfully meddled in the 9-1 elections in Taiwan in 2018, leading to victories for pro-Beijing candidates. In May, he was given a fake South Korean passport and ordered to commence an operation on the ground in Taipei to influence the 2020 presidential elections with the aim of bringing down President Tsai Ing-wen. I was requested to change my name and whole identity to go to Taiwan and be a spy there, he says. Mr. Wang said he had also met a high-ranking intelligence operative he believed was conducting spy operations in Australia via a front company in the energy sector. He told me at the time he is based in Canberra. I know his position is very important. Mr. Wang said that his organization had dealings with several significant Australian political donors, including a one-time staffer in a federal MP's office. Mr. Wang provided bank account transactions to back his claims. That's all. Thank you. Listen to VOA.